In February 2008, Thiess Services commenced waste and recycling contracts for the Gosford City Council and Wyong Shire Council areas in New South Wales, Australia. The 10-year contracts involve the collection of domestic general waste, recyclables, green waste and bulk waste, and the processing of recyclables for a population of approximately 330,000. To fulfil the contract, Thiess Services constructed a new state-of-the-art materials recovery facility, MRF, at Somersby, and purchased a new collection truck fleet. Manager Waste Management Division Eastern, Barry Thomas, talks about this.
It's definitely the only one of its kind in Australia, and probably as up to date as any particular facility in the world. It uses automated sorting technology to sort most of the recyclables with a very small number of employees on the plant. Runs at approximately 25 tonne an hour, which is quite a large tonnage as far as recyclables are concerned. Has the capability to process in the vicinity of 2,000 tonne of recyclables a week.
Thiess Services were heavily involved in the evolution of the technology employed at the MRF, which combines manual, mechanical and automated sorting and processing technologies to maximise material recovery. The facility is the only MRF in Australia to employ auto sort equipment for glass, plastics and paper. Near-infrared NIR sensor technology and full-spectrum colour sensors are used to identify plastic resins and glass by type and colour. The facility processes fibre, for example paper, newsprint and cardboard, plastic milk bottles, plastic drink containers, other mixed plastics, steel, aluminium and glass.
A lot of MRFs lose quite a reasonable or significant amount of the material they bring in because of the glass breakage. We've got a system in place where we're going to recover most of that. First of all, the automated sorting equipment will sort down to about 10 millimetres in size, but as well as that, anything like the minus 10 mil is going to be reprocessed through a subcontract that we've got in place, and it'll get sold off to other markets as well. So the end result is going to be that we will lose somewhere between 3 and 6% of the material that comes onto this site. Now about half of that material will be non-recyclable anyway, so the losses in this facility are quite good. There's any number of MRFs around Australia that would run, the better of them run at 10%, most of them would run at about 15%, and some run up as high as 25 or even 30% of lost material.
The fleet that services the MRF consists of 60 mobile garbage bin collection vehicles. The fleet is worth $20 million and is maintained and run from an on-site maintenance depot. The vehicles feature engines with Euro 4 emission control technology and run on environmentally friendly ultra-low sulphur diesel. 90% of the fleet are dual steering vehicles with tandem drives, while the remaining vehicles are dual steering vehicles with single drives for traversing some of the narrow streets around Gosford and Wyong. The fleet also incorporates an alarm system that is triggered if a driver attempts to leave a vehicle without engaging the handbrake. Additional rear-load vehicles acquired to pick up bulky goods have been fitted with modified high-ab cranes designed by Thiess Services that feature a claw that grabs and loads bulky items into the rear compactors for crushing and greatly reduces the need for manual handling by employees.
The trucks all run GPS so that we can tell where the trucks are at any particular point in time, so that if we need to reroute a truck for any reason, we can look at what truck is the closest to whatever the item is that we're looking to address, so we can reroute that particular truck. They've also got this technology in the trucks that allow the drivers to register on board when a bin's over full, or when a bin's been knocked over, or when a bin's contaminated.
The fleet maintenance depot at Somersby contains 4 individual Bluetooth synchronised lifting hoists to allow access to the underside of vehicles. The hoists each have a 32-ton capacity and can lift a truck evenly or separately by the front or rear axle. The depot is also equipped with brake testing equipment and a shaker, which helps technicians to check for worn or loose components. The depot is accredited to conduct servicing and registration inspections. The depot also has an automated vehicle wash facility that uses water captured off the roofs of the facility. The water used for washing is also recycled to clean out the bodies of the collection vehicles. Recyclables processed at the facility are sold to domestic and international markets under long-term contracts, as the commodities market in recyclables fluctuates greatly. The environmental benefits from 1 year of operation of the MRF are expected to be significant. It is estimated that the operation will save 124,000 cubic metres of landfill space, reduce carbon dioxide levels by the equivalent of permanently taking almost 5,500 cars off our roads, will save the annual equivalent electricity consumption of almost 35,000 households, and will reduce water consumption by 745 million litres.